Hey Cadillac fans, this video is specifically for CTS VSport owners. Today we're talking about a very common problem. It's a rattle coming from under your car, especially under light throttle load. And no, it's not the turbo wastegate rattle. I'm gonna show you what my car was doing and how I got it fixed for way cheaper than what the dealer would do. So just keep watching. One of the many problems that can show up in your CTS VSport is a rattling noise. It could be many things, including that infamous turbo wastegate rattle, which can't really be fixed unless you swap out your turbos, or at least pull the turbos and swap out the wastegates. But it doesn't matter, folks. That isn't a really big problem. Your performance isn't affected. It's just an annoying sound. So when it's not that, what could it be? Well, in this case, we're talking about an exhaust leak. But I wasn't sure if it was an exhaust leak or this other sound. You see, there is a bracket that holds two pieces of the exhaust together right about near the cats on the downpipes, and that bracket has some nuts on it that could be loose. So I went under the car and checked for that. I didn't find a problem there, so I knew exactly what it was, a common problem that almost every CTS VSport's probably gonna see, and that is an exhaust leak from a very hidden spot. So this is what my VSport should sound like. I don't have any aftermarket exhaust really, so this is what it should normally sound like. But then I started hearing this sound. So after going under the car and checking that bracket, I just banged on the exhaust a little bit and I could hear a rattly, tinny sound, and I knew what was going on. The problem is you can't find this very easily. You have to look really well or get your phone camera like I did, and I'll show you where it's at. You see where the two exhaust pipes run parallel together? There's a point where they are sort of bonded together with just a little piece of metal bracket. It's not mounted to the car here or anything. But on that metal bracket, the welds, for some reason in that area specifically, are tending to rust and break apart. And at first look, you might not see a crack at all, but you will see the telltale signs of an exhaust leak, and that's that black soot. So how bad did it get? Well, one day I was cruising on the freeway and all of a sudden I heard this noisy Honda drive by me, or maybe he was driving next to me, and no, it wasn't. There was nobody driving next to me. That was my car. I had an open exhaust sound. That's right, the hole got so big that it sounded like I didn't even have a muffler on the car. It was resonating in the car, it was embarrassing, and just not fun to drive. I mean, maybe you like that sort of thing, but no, it's not for me. And I could have got it fixed a little sooner, but it was the holiday season and I just had a lot of stuff to do. So now I'm forced to really get it done ASAP. So I went to Downtown Muffler in downtown Hayward, California, where I was greeted by Skip, who was a really nice guy. Sometimes these exhaust shop guys are not the nicest dudes. He got me in, we lifted it up. I even had to show him where it was because it was that hidden. But once we found it, boy, were we surprised. That hanger was completely gone and we had these giant holes in the pipe. So usually Skip would normally be able to lower the exhaust and just touch up that weld holding that bracket on, but that bracket was gone. So his choice was to cut out a 6 to 8 inch section of exhaust on each of the pipes and replace it with new pieces. This cost me about 150 bucks, but I can tell you, if you went to the dealer with this problem and you didn't have a warranty, they would want to replace the entire exhaust, because that's how the dealer works. They can't do this kind of repair stuff. They just repair the whole exhaust. And that, folks, is very expensive. Check out the price, even at GM Parts Direct. Now, if you have a warranty, take the full new exhaust, why not? But if you don't, go to the exhaust shop, 150 bucks, probably even cheaper in other parts of the country. Remember, I live in expensive California. So I waited about 30 minutes and Skip got it all fixed up, and now my car sounds the way it's supposed to. So folks, that solves one of the mystery problem sounds you may find in your CTS VSport. If it's not that exhaust leak, check those brackets holding the two cats together. And if that's not it, it's probably just turbo wastegate rattle. And unless it's really, really bad, I wouldn't mess with it. If you got a warranty and you don't care if they dig into your car for like 16 hours, fine, get your turbos replaced. But otherwise, I'm not worried about it. I got turbo rattle. It's very minimal. I don't even notice it anymore. So that's it for this episode. If you want to see more Cadillac content, be sure to like, subscribe, and of course, hit the bell to be notified of those Cadillac videos. Thanks so much for watching the Jet Fuel Only channel. We'll see you next time.